modern video games. At least I think. I think this is modern. You know how modern video games are sometimes bad, but they're sometimes really good. Like this game, and this game, and this game. But you know how sometimes modern video games can just absolutely suck and you just don't want to play them? Well, in the year of our Lord 2011, the 3D craze was in full swing. Everyone thought that 3D was going to be the next big thing. And Nintendo decided they wanted to be an early adopter. And they were wrong. And by they, I mean literally everybody. Everybody was wrong. Nintendo made the 3DS. And fortunately for us, their misfortune and their misdirection and really banking on a gimmick that people really didn't like that much means that the 3DS exists. The DS Lite was before the 3DS, technically. I would show you like maybe the DSi or the DSi XL. I don't have those. I have a DS Lite that I got as a gift. As well-intentioned as the gift was, it was sold as refurbished. And I mean, like, they're not wrong, but they put a new shell on it, and the shell says, push Caro to eject. It's like a really cheap, not very good third-party shell. You know, it works. Speakers sound not the best, and uh-oh. Diamond is not reading right now. Whatever. Anyway, that's not the point. The point is, this was getting old and outdated, and people wanted more. And people wanted 3D. At least, they thought they did. But they didn't. They didn't really, because everyone just turned this little guy off and forgot about it. But, that's not the point. The point is, it is current year. And anyway, that's not the point. The point is that it's current year. And I just realized that the wide-angle lens makes my hands look really big. My hands are big, but they're not as big as they look on camera. Like this, look at this watch. It's not a, like, if I move it, see how camera trickery can trick you? In fact, everything looks really small with a wide-angle lens, I just realized. Anyway, that's not the point. The point is that it's current year, and this thing is 14 years old.
It's a new last record!
This is 14 years old, and therefore it's cheap, except it's not. It's not cheap. These things have gone up in price recently. But, you know, it's not as expensive as it was when it launched. It launched at this price. Then it had a price cut a little bit later at this price. But with the magic of some nerds on the internet, an SD card, and a little bit of time, you can experience the 3DS in the way that Nintendo never intended and technically could theoretically sue you for doing. But they won't, but they could. So this is not an endorsement. Don't shoot me, I'm just the messenger. I'm just the messenger who did the thing that I'm telling you not to do, but like you could do yourself if you wanted to. So, this is a really weird and roundabout way of saying modding your 3DS is a good idea. Asterisk. In Minecraft. I modded my 3DS in Minecraft. I am doing things that are technically illegal in Minecraft. Nintendo, please do not sue me in real life because of something I did in Minecraft. Lawyers, Nintendo lawyers, you should all just like jump off a bridge in Minecraft so that you don't sue me in real life for something that I did in Minecraft. Getting off track. The point is, the 3DS is pretty awesome, especially nowadays, because this thing has been cracked wide open. People know how to do basically anything with this, and I'm going to show you a few things that you can do with this. I'm not going to give you a tutorial. I might link to one in the description if I remember. I'm probably not going to remember. If I do, check out the link in the description below. Firstly, let's show off the dazzling 3D visuals on the 3DS. Whoa, look at how cool that is. Look at how you can totally see that with this one camera lens on a 2D screen. Unless you're watching this on a 3D phone. They made those. If you're watching this on a 3D phone, it won't work. It still won't work. But you can pretend. And if you're watching this on one of those 3D phones, if you comment and you give me proof in private, I will, I don't know, I'll subscribe to your channel or like heart your comment or give you my social security number, whatever. Just, you know, you'll get a prize. You'll get a prize if you have one of those and you comment on this video on one of those and you show me proof. But no, this is not a tutorial. I'm not tutorialing you for a handful of reasons. For one, well, I already did it and I only have one 3DS, so I'm not doing it again. And two, well, I don't wanna. I don't make tutorials. Have you seen my videos? You should never do like anything. Like, you should never recreate anything I do in these videos. I do everything the wrong way. Before we get into the video, though, I'd like to thank our sponsor, Pokemon Diamond Version. If you want a shiny hunt for a shiny Azelf in Pokemon Diamond Version, Pokemon Diamond Version is the best way to shiny hunt for a shiny Azelf in any Pokemon game, because no other Pokemon game is Pokemon Diamond Version. And we are going to shiny hunt for one reset and see where that gets us. Alright, here we are. Let's see if this is a lucky winner. I've shiny hunted for like a couple hours in this save. Dang! It wasn't a shiny this time. Better luck next time. As you can see, I have a lot of stuff on here. I have every Pokemon game, or at least every generation that you can get on the 3DS on this 3DS. Except for X, because I have a cartridge of X. But other than that, look at all these Pokemon games. I was not into Pokemon the last time I made a video. I recently got back into it after not caring for like a decade. You can tell I'm into it. In fact, Pokemon TCG Break. Pokemon TCG Break. Take a look at my cards. Take a look at my cards. Look at my cards. Look at how cool these cards are. These are super cool, and I'm making you look at my cards. Some of these are childhood cards, and some of these are ones that I bought recently because I thought they looked cool. This is my favorite page. Look at the Numel Ditto. Look at these cards. These are such cool cards. Blink and you'll miss it. Blink and you'll miss it. Keep the attention spans going. Keep the attention spans going. Look at all the cards. Look at all the shiny stuff. Look at all the shiny stuff. Shiny stuff. Shiny stuff. Shiny stuff. Shadowless base set Raichu Holo. First edition Holo Moltres from Fossil. Thus concludes Pokemon TCG Break. But now we're going to have a Pokemon Tops movie card break, because this is on my desk because I forgot to put this in my binder. That'll go right here. While we're talking about TCG, let's take a look at Ringtail Cafe cards that I found when I was cleaning, and I don't know where they came from. I think this is some furry thing. I think it's a webcomic or something, and I don't know where this came from. I have absolutely no idea. I have never associated with furries in any capacity, and yet this somehow found its way in my possession. But let's do an opening. Let's do a card opening. Let's hope we get the chase. The chase, look, put the price on screen for the chase card. Alright, do the card trick. Alright, we got Ninja Girl Thing. Koala. Who definitely has an Australian accent guy. Oh, I missed one. Nerdy scientist girl with very lots of let's not go into that. We got this one. We saw this one. Edgy guy, wolf, who's definitely named like Rex or Rover or Clay or something. All right, we got. All right, and we got one card left. We got that. All right, let's see what we get. Oh my God! We pulled the chase card. We got the J Renaud. card thing. I can't believe it. Oh, we gotta sleeve that. I don't have a sleeve. I'm gonna send this in to get graded. This is insane. I can't believe this. Known affiliation is the League of Villainous Evil at the Ringtail Cafe. This is an insane pull. PSA 10 would just be crazy. The centering is great. I don't see any print lines or anything. This is something special. So, I want to demo a few things on the 3DS that are just pretty cool when you mod it. For one, we got the H-Shop. This is not... I didn't download anything from here, Nintendo, if you're watching. Nothing was downloaded from the H-Shop. I'm just demoing that this is an option if people decide that they want to go through with this. But here, you know, it's just got, like, every game on the 3DS that you could ever ask for. Genuinely, all of them. Even Wipeout, Create, and Crash. I'm not going to download that. I will later. I'll get that later. I don't want to get it right now. You can sort by, I usually do by downloads to get like the most popular stuff. And apparently that's the most popular. Okay, here we go. Yeah, for some reason it's sorted by this. I don't know how to fix it. But, yeah, if you wanted to do this, which I'm not condoning, I'm not saying you should, I'm just saying it's an option. It's called H-Shop. It's got, like, every region, including, like, kiosk demos and Korea. And it's in English for some reason. You know, it's pretty cool. You've even got themes and videos and stuff. Videos like this Mario Kart 7 trailer. Let's watch this together. Make sure I got the 3D on. Wow, wasn't that a really cool video that I totally watched the whole thing of. There's also a lot of really cool homebrew stuff, and by cool I mean bad, and by bad I mean, well, it's neat that someone tried, you know. With the Five Nights at Freddy's 2 movie coming out pretty soon, I think we should celebrate by playing Five Nights at Freddy's 3 on the 3DS. Why didn't you... This game works so well, it's like... Oh yeah, I need the stylus for this. There we go. Oh, look at how good this works. This works so well. And I've totally played, like, I've like 100%ed this game. Yeah, like I've completely 100%ed and I've played so much of it. You know, I've just played so much of this game. Because this is how I want to play this game, is on the 3DS. You know, and I love it when the cameras don't work and, like, nothing really works, like, at all. And it just doesn't work for some reason, and I don't know why it doesn't work properly. Anyway, nothing screams the early 2010s like playing Doodle Jump Adventures on your 3DS. Why would I want to play this on my phone? That's where all that bad stuff is. And those people that I disagree with, and those people that are objectively wrong, and those political opinions that are just insane. You know, I know you know what I'm talking about. Whatever political opinion you believe in is the political opinion I believe in, and the ones that you don't like are the ones I'm saying are wrong. It's Doodle Jump. Oh yeah, I actually beat the game, like 100% of it. And I just restarted it, you know, because I wanted to experience the Doodle Jump again. And, you know, you can just play Doodle Jump on your 3DS. I don't like this game! Something else you can do is play a bunch of Virtual Console stuff. You know, if that's your thing, you can play the original Super Mario. So if you're into that, you can play the original Super Mario Brothers on this, if that's, you know, your thing, which, I mean, sure. Let me try to speedrun. Summoning Salt speedrun. top tip, if you turn the Wi-Fi off when you don't need it, your battery life. Have you ever wanted to watch YouTube on your 3DS, but it's current year and you just can't really do that anymore because of how the internet is and the web browser doesn't work and all that sort of stuff? Well, now you can. Oh look, it's a terrible channel that you should subscribe to. Yeah, look at that. Look at all these awesome videos that you should totally watch. Like this one that got literally no attention at all, even though it was actually really fun to make and it actually made me a little sad. Look at that. You can watch this YouTube video of questionable quality. I don't think that's the video I clicked on. That's a different video. Well, anyway, here's something else you can play. This is a current game. Very current, very, very current game that everyone is playing right now, and it's totally still available on the App Store to download, and the creator totally didn't have like... The creator totally didn't have like a mental breakdown and deleted this game off the App Store, and now it's gone, so don't delete it off your phone because you can't get it back. And, oh, I don't like this game! And you might be saying, well, that's pretty cool, but it's an original 3DS, so there's no way it can play Super Nintendo games, and that's where you're wrong, and you owe me an apology and all of your money and your right kidney, because you definitely can play Super Nintendo games on your 3DS, no problem. Literally, no problem at all. It's perfect. Actually, it's pretty good. I actually don't know what this is or what I'm doing. I've never seen this before. I've played this game. I think I'm supposed to have Yoshi. I don't have Yoshi. There's like the teeny tiniest bit of input lag, like... I don't know if it comes across on camera. It's like, it's very small. There's a teeny bit of input lag. But it's not much. Like, it's pretty unnoticeable. It's like the same as if you were using like a wireless controller or something. Like, I don't even know if it actually affects gameplay at all. I'm not really sure. I mean, I don't know if that's coming across on camera. I don't know. Probably looks fine. It feels almost fine. So you'll just watch me play this, probably sped up. Just like that. You can play like one of the easiest levels in the game, and that proves that I'm really, 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 really good at this game. Well, you might be yelling at your screen now, being like, well, you can play Super Nintendo games, but there's no way you can play Nintendo 64 games. You are an absolute fucking idiot. Look at how well this runs. Telling me that I can't play a Nintendo 64 game on my 3DS? You are a fool. You are a fool, and I laugh and I spit in your face. I spit at you for even suggesting that this doesn't work. It works just so well, like better than like on a PC or on an original console. Like, you can't get this experience anywhere else other than the 3DS. You know, some people say the new 3DS actually is the only console, the only 3DS you can use to emulate Nintendo 64 games, but that's just a lie. Listen to how good and well this is running. You just can't get it. You just can't get it any better than that. Not even like you can't get this. You can't get this anywhere else. It just runs so well. It's so buttery smooth at full speed. I think it's running faster than it should. If I'm honest, I think it's running faster. Just I'm gonna have to slow this down, Hotshot. This is how I remember playing it. This just runs so well, and it's just perfect. And I've totally like played through the entire game like this. I You know, I don't know where I put my save file, you know. But you know, I totally did. Totally did. Don't ask. Don't you question me. Listen to me. You don't question me. There's also a really cool thing you can do on this system. You can make Mario say new soup.
New soup. New soup.
Isn't that great? Me when I'm waiting for Soup 2, and they don't release Soup 2, and they actually release
New soup.
New Soup? New Soup. Where's Soup 2? You promised us Soup 2, and you give us New Soup? Where's Soup Classic? What the hell is wrong with you? What is wrong with you? Why wouldn't you give us Soup 2 like you promised? You're a liar. You have disappointed us all. And I hope you die in Minecraft. Oh, and there's like these games too or whatever, but like, I don't know, I was never, I was never a huge fan of these games, despite them being downloaded and like being at the beginning. I spend more of my time playing Flappy Bird or FNAF 3 3DS or... One final thing that's great to do on the 3DS is Flipnote Studio, and I have a masterpiece prepared for you. So be prepared to watch the best Flipnote, the best animation that's ever been made in the history of humankind, on the human species.
Huh? Piss. Huh? Piss.
Oh, sorry, that's the wrong one. I meant to play this one.
I can do this. I can do this. I can do this. Let's go to yeah. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound. I can do.
Beautiful. In conclusion, to be real, it's actually been fantastic to have a little console that is not always online. And if you are online, you can flip this little switch and say, leave me alone. I don't want to see any of this crap. And I can just log off. Remember when you used to log off the internet? Remember when you would tell people you're talking to on the internet, BRB? We don't do that anymore. We live on the internet now. It's our homes. It's where everything is. It's where this video is. It's where you are right now. But if I were to make a recommendation, maybe it's nice to just be off of it a little bit. And my screen time, at least when it comes to the toxic rectangle screen that shows me stuff that I don't really want to know about, that screen time has been down like a significant portion because of this. Instead of doom scrolling, I just whip this out. It's easy. It's got a good battery life. It's easy to just put in your pocket and just play it wherever, whenever. It's actually great. It's been fantastic. Same thing sort of goes for this, but you just have fewer resources and you can do less with this, and you can do all that this does on here, except play physical Game Boy Advance carts, but like you don't really need to do that, so whatever. I would recommend. I paid a little much for this. These are getting more expensive because people are finding out how cool they are and how much you can do. You can play, and like the games don't take up a lot of space. Each 3DS game is like at most a gigabyte, maybe 2. I think the largest was like 2.5, maybe 3. And I just have a 32 gig card, and that's more than enough. And you can back up your existing cartridges and back up your childhood saves if the cartridge something happens to it, or it breaks, or it doesn't read correctly or reliably. You can do that. Overall, it's in, conventionally used condition. It's not perfect or anything, and I paid more than I thought I was going to. But come to find out, 3DSs are really expensive, probably for this very reason, because they're so easy to mod. Takes 20 minutes and they can just play so much, and people are gradually trying to get offline, which is a very understandable thing to do. I mean, I'm doing it too, just little by little. Any idle time that I can spend not doom scrolling is idle time gained back, in my opinion. At some point, I'd like to modify this thing to do the same thing, but it's a lot more complicated. And maybe that's why these are so appealing, because modifying a Switch is so much more complicated than modifying one of these. This literally is just like you put like an MP4 or MP3 file on an SD card, you put it in here, you play it, and then it does some kind of exploit, jailbreaks it, and then you can put stuff on an SD card and you can install all the software you need, and then it's just good. But with this, you need to solder stuff onto it, and it's like a whole process just to get it to a point to be modifiable. You need to open it up and you got to solder some stuff together. It's not beyond my realm of expertise or anything. It's just complicated and I just don't really want to do it right now, but I probably will, and I probably will make a video about it. So stay tuned for that, I guess. Another recommendation, back up your data in your SD card. If you are doing this, it means you have something like a computer that can read SD cards, right? I would say periodically, every few days, maybe a week, depending on how often you use your 3DS, just copy everything on the SD card and put it in a folder and make a backup. Just in case, because you never know with these things, especially with modding, things get a little weird sometimes. So you don't want to lose all your data, especially if you've put as much time into some of the games I have on here, like Pokemon. I've been playing through a bunch of Pokemon games. I've got awesome teams. And by awesome teams, I mean just the weirdest combinations of Pokemon that I can get, just based on vibes, I guess. Really nothing else. Just, is this a Pokemon that I think is kind of cool? Cool. He's fighting the Elite Four, you know? And I train him from level 3, and I bring him all the way through the game to the Elite Four. And then it's hard because, you're not supposed to play the game that way, but that's how I like to play games sometimes. I don't want to lose those guys, so I have little copies of them stored on my computer in several different backups that I do periodically. So that's a recommendation, other than recommending that you do this in general, which I highly do, especially if you own one of these already. If you don't have one, I don't know, they're expensive and they're old. So I had another one of these at one point, and it died on me. So I'm not, I'm not your lawyer. I'm not an expert. So if you buy a 3DS and it dies, it's not my fault. Don't shoot me. I'm just the guy who told you to do it. But yeah, definitely back up your stuff. And definitely ring that bell, hit the subscribe button, and you will get nothing. Nothing. But if you act right now, comment on this video the word Peaches, and you will earn a free subscription to this channel where you will be notified of whenever I upload or make schizo rants on the community page. And that comes with a free bell with that subscribe. If you do that, it'll be free. If you don't do it, it'll be free too. But I recommend you comment the word Peaches, and I will give you that free subscription to my channel. Post recording the video bit, I already tore the setup down, so I don't want to put it back up. So just have this as a backdrop. I completely forgot to mention, I bought this because this isn't why I bought it, but it was a motivator. The ROG, remember the ROG, the Asus ROG Ally? It died. Like a couple months after, not even, it was like a month after making that video, it died. I was playing GTA Online, and I was running away from someone who was trying to kill me on an oppressor, like you do. And I was going to my nightclub. Everything started glitching. The physics started bugging out, and it was running at a really bad frame rate. It was making some pretty terrible noises, and it died. I tried to turn it off because I was like, okay, well, maybe it just needs a restart, because Windows does that, and it never turned on again. It would get stuck at the splash screen, and then it was dead. I took it apart. I did lots of diagnostics. I even, as a last-ditch effort, I baked the board in the oven. That did not fix it. So I sold it for like $100 for parts. And that's where the ROG went. Thanks, Asus. And I also contacted Asus customer support. They were no help at all. Not even a little bit. They didn't help in the slightest. Thanks, Asus, not coming back. So I'm going probably at some point when I can, I'm going to be buying a certain other handheld gaming device. So stay tuned for that if you care. Other than that, the secluded castle headquarters of Mewtwo built over the ruins of the laboratory where Mewtwo realized that his hands were balls.